This is part 4 of loops. In this video, we look at the do while loop. It's a bit different from the rest of the loops, and it's important to know how and when to use it and how you can use it to break your game.
Finally, we have the do while loop. And do while loop is similar to the while loop, but we do it at least once. What do I mean by that? Something should happen at least once, no matter what, and only then should the checking for the loop should work. Okay? It's easier to explain it with an example. We have, let's say, a boolean. Player wants to shop. I don't know. We'll give it false. The player doesn't want to shop. That should be how it should be in the beginning, right? And the player wants to shop should be a choice, right? Now, if we use the while loop, it won't work because player wants to shop is false. But if we use a do while loop by writing a do block, we can say debug.log, open the shop or something like this. And after writing the do block, as Visual Studio is suggesting, we write a while. And like a while loop, we give a condition as long as the player wants to shop. Now, because do while is special, we typically finish it with a semicolon. I should have told you this about for loops and while loops. You don't write a semicolon at the end, but you should write a semicolon for the do while loop because it is special. It is basically a statement that is being executed once, right? So what is this? Do this thing and only continue doing it while this condition is true. That's essentially how it works. Now, this won't even check if player wants to shop is false because we have written it inside a do statement. It will execute it once no matter what. Then we check for the condition, and because it is false, we can open the shop. Now let's hit play. There we go. We executed only once. Now let's have some fun with this. Let's make it public bool player wants to stop equals true. And we set this to true. If we hit play, nothing happens. Why is that? Because Unity has crashed. We have created an infinite loop. So I have to exit out of Unity, and I hope this is a great lesson. We have crashed our game because player wants to shop will never be false. And I hope my recording is still playing. Yes, it is. And in case you do get into an infinite loop, you immediately go to Task Manager and then exit out of Unity Editor. Just do that. Then it will go back. I'll open it again. All right, there we go. Now this is going to be a problem, so I'm going to undo this. Okay, we will at one point in our lives be so confident that we'll overlook everything and create an infinite loop. This will happen. Okay, trust me, you will create an infinite loop sometime or the other in your life. And hey, this is how you deal with it. You just end the task immediately. So let's recap. You use the for loop when you know how many times you want to execute something. You use the while loop when you don't know how many times you have to execute something. And you use the do while loop when you know that you have to execute something at least once. Okay?
In the next one, we will look at a challenge. And it's going to be a spicy one, of course, with some wisdom to share at the end. I will see you in the next one. Please don't miss it because there's an important conversation happening in the next challenge. Okay? See you there.